thing happens for a reason, but Bill Bevins was the weatherman for Channel 6. Okay. And
What year is this?
this was 88, 89, right in there, and then into the 90s. And he had, I think, 13 years, Bill did weather. And in 1997 is when Bill came up to me and he said, they want to do something on technology. They like to have a sort of a little deal there. And this was for Saturday mornings and Sundays. And I said, well, Bill, I can get away from the wife. You can get away from the wife. We can drink coffee on Saturday mornings and talk, and just sort of be together. This is a great idea. And I thought maybe it would last like maybe 4 or 5 months or something. And it went 16 years.
And what was the name of the show?
It was the CBS Saturday Morning News. And I did all the interviews. And
you had a name.
I was the gadget and gizmo guru.
Okay, so
You got to start somewhere, Mike. Come on.
You do, but what happens is you're building a brand before people didn't know that you were building a brand.
Well, again, my background was from the electronics industry. So that was really what I did. And so I was flying all over the country and all over the world. And I would come back to Richmond to do these spots because they really just assigned me a 4-minute slot. They didn't know what I was going to do until I got
kind of like this.
Yeah. And what I would do is I'd give them the information and we do it. And it gave me the platform to be able to bring on nonprofits or causes that I wanted to be able to pitch. And that was well worth my time to be able to do that.
All righty. So let's get back to the Breeze. How many songs do you have in rotation? It's a crazy number.
It's over 10,000.
So what you're saying is when we listen to regular radio, we hear the same 10 songs over and over again.
Right.
When you're saying I hear a song, I may not hear that song again for.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And it's going to be so different too, because all of Air talent, they choose their music. They know the music they're going to play. And you know how it is in certain buildings where these syndicated shows, those guys don't even know what genre they're playing. It could be a rock station in one market, and they could be country in another market. Most of these people that are doing don't even know what music they're playing. Air people pick the music, they talk about the music, they know music, and that's what makes it so different.
One of my Mike Bud Myers here, Breeze. That is the station, that's the radio station. So let's talk, and you said sometimes people get the misconception that when folks get a few miles on us, we don't want new music. And you're saying it's not the case.
It's not the case. In fact, that's what really bothers me, that today, there's some great things going on in Richmond right now. In fact, it's unbelievable. Shockoe Records is now introducing new artists.
Yeah, shout out to my man Craig Martin, who's out there doing some things, and Carlos.
Carlos is great. This in your ear, you're doing great stuff. The radio stations that are out there now, WNRN and WRIR, doing great things. And they really serve a more youthful audience because that's the people that go to the clubs. I mean,
Right.
That's it. What is missing is people our age aren't getting to hear the music that we grew up with. And I'm not talking about the actual songs, but if you grew up to Bonnie Raitt or Al Green, you would love to hear the new music that they've been putting out for the last 20 years.
Because you would not know that they put out anything new, because the only thing you were able to hear is the old stuff.
Exactly. And so we go back and we put deep tracks. You're hearing stuff that you haven't heard before. And like last night, I played new music from Aaron Neville. Okay. New music by a band, Cold Blood, Lydia Pence of San Francisco, great funk band. I mean, this is new stuff that's coming out. Dylan's got a new album. It's amazing that this is music that you should be hearing. And so the problem is there's no radio station programming things. Not an oldie station now. They're programming music for us. And the people that have been in this market are local musicians who have never had a place to be heard. Steve Bassett, Robert Thompson, God bless him. People like Plunky and Oneness. Okay. Weldon Hill. These are great musicians that have been here for 50 years and they haven't had a place to play. 30% of the music that we play, over 100 acts, we play on the Breeze.
One of Mike Bud is here with us, Breeze Radio. So when I hear Mark Bowen talk, he sounds like a historian for music, talking about local Virginia music and giving the acts. That's why it works when I see the bands that he has come out there, giving them a shot, because how do those bands make it? Some of the bands been together 30 years. And we just know the music that was out at a certain time. That's it. That's the only way you know, but you're bringing something to the market. How can people find out more information about Breeze?
VA Breeze, that's virginiabreeze.com, VABreeze.com. And if you're a local, someone who's a local musician, by the way, tell them to send me an email at bud@vabreeze.com and send me an MP3 of their music. It has to be studio produced, and we'd love to get them on. And you can get more information about how we do it, because also when you advertise on the Breeze, you get your name out there.
What's the biggest difference that you guys see between the Breeze and what you do online as opposed to terrestrial radio like this right here?
Well, one is we've invested in sound, so it's CD quality. I mean, that's the first thing. As you know, the technology here, you have to compress it so much in order to be able to send it out. So the sound can't necessarily be good. But if you've got like Apple CarPlay or Apple AirPlay, when you actually go Bluetooth and put it into your system, it's unbelievable. And their apps sound great. So the first thing is that. And then the second thing is you've got a real musical awareness where we're going to take you through your day. And hopefully if you stay with us on the Breeze and you hear the different types of music that you hear through the day, with at nighttime having some great smooth jazz, something to relax you and go to sleep with.
Let's talk about the on-air talent. You got some rock stars there.
I do. Bill Bevins, who's a Hall of Famer, has been on radio for 50 years. Bill starts it off in the morning. Then Elise Jennings, Elise was with XL 102. She was the first.
I heard that, the first female
program director. So she's unbelievable. And Elise starts at 11 o'clock and goes on until the afternoon, where Adam Stubbs, who is also a Hall of Famer, who's been with K95 and been with all these different stations over his career, was about 30, 40 years, he's on. And then I'm the rookie. And so I pull up the end and I play my jazz show.
You do the jazz show. Okay. And so people can hear that online.
They can hear it online. You can go to vabreeze.com and you can actually hear it on your computer if you want to go through that way, or you get the app and then you're able to hear it anywhere.
Okay.